Okay. I'm just checking audio real quick, and we'll get started here in a second. Hope everybody's having a great night, and you're doing well. Just waiting for the audio to kick in. Okay, we got audio going. It's rocking and rolling, and we're doing well. And Tyrus Art, what's going on? Hello to you. Okay. Buddha Belly, what's going on? Okay, let's get this thing started here. Let's see, where do I have all my tools? Missing stuff here. Got everything rocking and rolling. Okay. Let's see what we have going on. Let's see if we got this camera set right. Okay, hang on. We got the camera set up here. Let's get this sort of moved over a little bit. Got the camera overhead. Got this sort of knocked out. Here, let's turn it. Hope everybody's having a great night tonight. And gonna go a little traditional here. That front page. We're gonna have some fun and do some different drawings today. Cool, got some cool stuff going on here. Some sketches I was working on. Okay. There we go. Get some markers on here, and well, welcome. Well, good evening, everybody. If we have not met before, my name is Paul Angeli, and I am a live-action storyboard artist. And welcome to the channel. And thanks for. I always get excited to hang out with you guys, and you know, I'm really humbled by you spending your precious time on in anything you could be doing, and you're hanging out with me. Here on YouTube, I got Anti-Riss Art and Tyrus Art. What's going on? Buddha Belly's here. Marianne GR. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the live stream. I was gonna have a little bit of fun here tonight, and we're gonna, you know, I love going to comic conventions, and I don't know if anybody out there has been to a comic convention before, but I started going to comic conventions in the early 90s. When I was a kid, I collected comic books. I would say Spider-Man was, you know, as a kid, it was Spider-Man and Batman. A lot of books with that, and, you know, collecting comics and stuff like that. In the early 90s, I started working in comics and working on interactive comic books. And I'll share some of this stuff with you tonight. And, you know, got my first opportunities to start going to comic conventions. And the very first convention I got to go to was called WonderCon. And that was in the San Francisco Bay Area. I believe it was in Oakland at the time. And eventually went to San Francisco, and they had the Ape Convention, and the big creme de la creme, you know, was the San Diego Comicon. And you know, I've been on both sides of the table, you know, both as a comic fan, and you know, checking things out, and then also as a comic exhibitor, a professional, you know, your Artist Alley booth table, or you know, I was selling a comic or whatever it might be. So enjoyed, and you know, what I found is that there's a lot of folks that are storyboard artists that got their start in comics and then went into storyboarding, and then some of them have gone back and forth, bouncing back and forth between storyboards and comics, and going back and forth. And even though they're two different ways of visual communication and storytelling, there's a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of difference too in terms of how you're going to lay out a comic page compared to how I would storyboard a sequence. And we can go over that if you want, but tonight is sort of, I'm gonna have some fun. I really wish I was at the San Diego Comicon. I got a lot of buddies over there right now, reporting back to me, telling me how everything's going. There's big announcements from the different big studios, and just decide if you're into pulp media, pop art, all those different types of things. It's a fun adventure. If you're into cosplay or you're into checking out your favorite artists, or you're there to see, get a photograph with a film star. It's such an interesting, weekend, for those of you that get the opportunity to go. Like I said, I've been on both sides, both as a spectator and promoting a book or whatever it might be, at the convention or working the artist alley tables and stuff. But it's fun stuff, and I really enjoy it. So this weekend, starting on Thursday, was San Diego Comicon, and I thought we'd talk about a little bit about it. And I was sort of had this idea. Well, I'm on the East Coast right now, and not in participating at the Comic-Con this year, and so I said, I'm gonna put together a virtual booth, and we could sort of have some fun sketching some characters. Had a lot of people going, hey, draw some Deadpool, Wolverine, and stuff like that. So just having some fun. So over the years, I started off on. I'll show you my very first time working in comics. This came out. This was a book I worked on. I was originally hired as I was going to be the producer, or excuse me, I was going to be the producer of this. I was back in just finishing up college, and I did my first interactive comic book, in my own class, and I was picked up and hired by this company to work on the first interactive comic books. This one was called Reflux, and was able to I didn't take the producer position, but so I took a position as an animator in this particular book. And what ended up happening was the book was started, and it was sort of a pre-Matrix type of book where people could jack into a virtual reality, and everybody was a martial artist in that virtual reality, which is pretty cool. So we were promoting the book. I believe that it came out in 1995 or 1996, and then we had a second book that came out. It was pretty cool. It was all CD-ROM based, and that was pretty cool. So that was my first start, getting into, working, in comics, and getting that first start there and doing that stuff. And then over the years, I've done different things. I put together a couple zines. I remember this one here. This was a pretty cool book I worked on. I'd written the book and laid it out, and then brought in one of my buddies to draw the book, and that was a pretty fun. This was sort of the teaser of all the stuff we had going on. But this came out a long time ago. What year did this come out? Gosh, this was never done. No, 2007. Okay, so. But a pretty cool book, and trying different things, and we can't so much, always been into samurais and stuff like that, so pretty cool stuff. So anyway, had fun laying out this book, and then Brian came in and worked on it with me, so it was cool. Had some fun stuff, but having fun here. Bunch of different stuff, so Lunar Saves Universe. Cool. No, but it was fun, and I've done both adult stuff, and then this was one of the shots of some other stuff I was working on. Did children's work as well as other regular comic work, but that's been a fun time, putting a bunch of these things together. This is my first. It was a vector-based comic book, and I remember working on this particular book, and I had a lot of interest on publishing, and hooking up with. There was a gentleman that reached out to me when I was promoting that book, and it was a children's series of comics. And the gentleman that was I hooked up with that was giving me a lot of advice and stuff like that. He ran a comic book store in Santa Cruz, California, and that was the I guess the comic shop that was filmed in for the film The Lost Boys about the vampires. So there was a sequence where they were all in a comic book shop. So it's a small world after all that stuff. So I've been on both sides, like I said, both as a fan and as a comic artist, going back and forth. So it's been a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoyed meeting people, and I do request drawings or commissions and things like that, and it was lots of fun. So if you ever get to go, Wolf Midnight says, I've never been to Comic-Con. That's on the bucket list. Yeah, check it out. The other one I've never been to yet, but it was Bobby Chu's his Lightbox Expo in Pasadena. That's something that one of these days I got to get over to, because a lot of these conventions, a lot of us storyboard artists, we don't get to see each other and meet up with each other, and it's opportunities like at San Diego Comicon, WonderCon, or others, especially the ones in the LA market at times, that we can hook up with and get to meet everybody face to face, because a lot of the times you work virtually unless you're in a studio system or something like that. So, but lots of fun. So I was just having fun doodling and drawing. I always, when I go to conventions, I always try to check out my latest, artists. There's certain people that I'm a big fan of. I remember getting the opportunity to meet and say hello to Sean Galloway. He goes by Cheeks. I know I picked him up on DeviantArt when that was a thing, and got to meet him. I've met a lot of different people. I think when it comes to comics, I think in the 90s, that's when Image sort of got going. I was always a big Spawn fan, still am today. I think there's back in that time, it was, when Image broke off, and, you had Jim Lee, doing his thing, with Image. You had Todd McFarlane, you had Alan Silvestri, you had so many different talented folks, and working on different stuff, and it's just fun to go check out and meet different artists or whatever. I remember just running into so many people when I was doing one of my last books. What was it? I ran into who was it? We were running late and we were trying to set up the booth, and one of the folks I was working with, we were rushing through, and he totally ran into Ray Park, who plays Darth Maul, and he was standing next to Peter Mayhew, the late Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca in all the Star Wars flicks. So it's always fun to go, and I remember when my kids were little, we go to some of these conventions and stuff, and they would have different folks, and you go meet Lou Ferrigno, who played the television version of the Incredible Hulk, or William Shatner, or somebody there at the conventions and stuff. So pretty cool stuff, but always fun to go do. So tonight I was going to have some fun. I was going to draw a little bit, sort of free draw. So grab your tools, grab your pens. When I was had my booths, it's usually selling your book, or you're doing commission drawings, or you're taking requests, or you're doing different things. I've met so many different people, and we trade sketches and trade, from different artists and things like that. So it's a pretty good time. So, like I said, if you ever get a chance to go to one of these, I know over here in Pennsylvania they have the SteelCon. That we've been over here a few times, going to the SteelCon with the kids and stuff. So pretty cool stuff, and it's not as big as something like San Diego Comicon or anything else, but fun stuff. But definitely check it out. And if you're somebody that you're in a drawing rut, or you're just not feeling it, or having you're trying to get out of your funk and try to go to some of these things. Sometimes it's worth just to walk around and see what other people are doing to get yourself energized and have some fun. So, I was doing some sketches earlier and just playing around a little bit, and I was going to sit down and let's draw together and stuff. I was doing some other sketches, show you some of the stuff I was playing around with. Just having fun and just trying different imagery and stuff like that. So Marianne GR says, even though I'm not into comics, I always wanted to go to their artist. Yeah, it's really exciting, and it's just cool to hook up with other people, and you're with like-minded people. There's an energy to it, even though you don't have to be into comics. There's so many different things, and especially as like San Diego Comicon, there's so much fusion between video games and film and television shows, and it's just going crazy. It's like Marvel always has the Hall H big things, and I know earlier this week they had all the cast and crew from or all the cast from Deadpool and Wolverine, and you can catch all the latest, gossip on films and television shows and everything that's being worked on as everybody's promoting their new products and their new shows and things like that. So cool stuff. So anyway, so I'm gonna have some fun here and draw away, and I've had a lot of requests for Wolverine and Deadpool and stuff like that. So I said, no, let's warm up a little bit, get started, and have some fun with this, and sort of see where we can go with this. And you can sort of see my screen there is going back and forth as we're trying different things and having fun. Hey Ronnie, what's going on? It's been going good. Now I'm happy you're able to join on. So today is my fake San Diego Comic-Con booth. So I'm just gonna start drawing and hanging out. And if you guys got your tools and drawing out implements too, go ahead and draw with me tonight. I'm just sort of having fun here, and I'm just sort of thinking, when I'm thinking of storyboards and stuff like that, I'm always thinking of simplicity. In terms of how you can get stuff knocked out and have some fun with this stuff. So I'm just sort of draw real simple here. Oops, let me bring that down a little bit so we can see what we are doing. I'm just sort of thinking through stuff, so I didn't read a ton of X-Men books, but I've always been a big fan, especially when Hugh Jackman took over never took over, started playing Wolverine. I just thought it was so cool. He's been playing that character for 24 years. It's crazy, Just gonna have some fun here. Maybe we'll ink some of this stuff in too. Always looks better when you get some inks in there. As we're having fun here. Just gonna use my typical stuff. just have some fun with this. There's been so many good artists, you know, drawing Wolverine and having fun with that. Let's get his, where's my pen? I'm glad you're back on the stream, Ronnie, that's awesome. Wolverine always smokes some sort of cigar or something like that. So as you're thinking like a board artist, you're keeping things simple. We do some different renditions here. So, but you know, you think about storyboarding, draw a shot like that, sort of just a face-on shot. As we're working here, let's see if I got into color or something. Let's see if I got any of these that actually work. Got a lot of dead pens here. Okay, that's not gonna work. Try some blue here. Hopefully I got this all showing. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Cool. Do another drawing in here. Let's sort of lay this one out a little bit. So I'm just hanging out drawing, so if you guys are hanging with me, I appreciate you hanging out. Just having some fun doing some renditions. Trying different things here and having some fun. You can do that a little bit better. Let's play around with that a little bit more. Sometimes I get into it, sometimes I don't. Oh, let's see. Just sort of thinking through a little bit. Just having some fun here. Let's get some ink on here. Just having fun with this as we're drawing. Try something else here. So doing a little bit of drawing here and there. I gotta put some practice into Wolverine. I haven't done that for some time. Let's see what else we got here. That's what I think out loud here. Everybody's always asking about the head shapes. You see those either squares or so Deadpool here. Sort of having some fun. I'd have to get some of his costume there. No, he's always got the katanas. On his back. I'm just roughing this out. Sometimes I do a light erase so I can keep my lines there. Have some fun here. You put a sword back in again. Putting a shot together. Get this a little bit closer. Like that. Have some fun. We'll ink this in a little bit. See if I have any red. See how dark this is. I'll have some fun with this. See how this is looking. Just looking for colors that I have. Those are hanging out and drawn. Just having some fun with this. What other colors do I have here? I'm lacking colors. Oh, smoke. Any grays at all? Everything's either super dark or whatever. Bam, bam, bam. I'm really lacking on colors here. Holy smoke. Just having some fun with this. Cool. Got a few drawings here. Try something else real quick. Hey, what's up, Creative Force? How you doing? Let's mark this in a little bit. There's my shadow there. just having some fun with this. Cool. I hope you guys are drawing along. Any questions? Yeah, it does look like Batman and Wolverine at the same time. Kill. Yeah, it did pull face on and was like, okay, cool, that's really cool. Yeah, sort of like that sort of Wolverine a little bit. Just trying different things, see what looks good. Yeah, it's like a combo of Batman or whatever. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, that looks getting there. I haven't drawn these characters before. I've maybe sketched them once or something like that, but it's fun trying. It's almost like they read about the Batman thing. Playing around with this. little bit of practice gets better and better. So one thing when I'm going to conventions and stuff I always like doing is I like watching other artists draw. Let's see how they put things together. It's always fun. Having some fun with this. Getting better, so you get warmed up a little bit and you get better at what you're doing here. Having some fun. Do a little draw in here. So when you think of your simple Just sort of thinking outside the box a little bit. Lost a little bit of that there. Hmm. Some fun with this. Just having fun. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it a night. We had some fun doing some Comic-Con fun sketches and having some fun here. Looking at Deadpool and Wolverine and just having some real good fun. And got a lot of drawings here that we've done tonight. So this was a tribute to our Comic-Con weekend. I hope you guys are having fun sketching along with me tonight. Appreciate you stopping by. Again, my name is Paul Angeli. I'm a live action storyboard artist, and appreciate you stopping by tonight and spending time with me. And I hope you had fun sketching along with me tonight. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, help support the channel. Also hit that bell notification button to be reminded next time I am hosting a video or live stream. And appreciate everybody joining in. I will catch you in the next live stream. Other than that, maybe I'll try to do another one tomorrow. Just a quick little sketch session there and have some fun. Kuyuskin, hey, thanks so much. Appreciate you dropping by and hanging out. Hope everybody had a good time. I will catch you in the next live stream. Have a great rest of your weekend. And if you're in San Diego at the Comic-Con, have a blast. I wish I was there. One of these days I'll catch back and get over to San Diego. But again, appreciate you hanging out with me at my Artist Alley booth tonight and our virtual booth over here on YouTube. I will talk to you guys later. Take care and have a great night.